Oh my goodness. Are we going to see the classic? Well, you could actually say that this is two separate classics happening because it used to be Fox versus Cowboy all the time.
Yeah.
And then Scar started to come into his own, started playing Demo Sonia, and that's when it became the new classic of Scar versus Fox.
Yeah, so this is both of essentially the Sonic Fox rivals against each other to see who gets to fight Sonic Fox.
Right,
So
to take second place.
They get to prove who the real rival is and hopefully not get 3-0'd. But like I was saying, last time we saw this match, at least here at ESL, it was Cowboy. Cowboy, of course, got third in Season 2 finals, double eliminated, I believe 6-0 by Scar. So it was very, very one-sided. But it did seem back then that it was a little bit of a lack of matchup knowledge with Cowboy. He didn't know what to do against Demo Sonia.
Hey, yo, Demolition.
Demonia.
Yeah. That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
wow.
it kind of fits, actually. That's like the first
time.
Yeah, okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen because that never was supposed to happen. But, yeah, it was a 6-0, basically. Double eliminated. Cowboy didn't have too much trouble with any other players. But
yeah, it was just Scar. But like you were saying, now Cowboy, with the time to grind out that matchup, I mean, even if he switches variations, I think Cowboy will be okay and much better prepared.
That's true. So let's see how much time he's put into this matchup since whenever that was. How many months ago was that? 2 months ago? 3 months ago? I don't know.
Why are you talking with it, Joyzy? 3 months ago? Hey, I don't know.
3 months ago?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how many months ago was that?
What are you doing with your life?
I don't know. I really don't think that sounded like a...
I thought it did, and so did everyone else.
Fair. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting the spirit. We got too many West Coast commentators here. I
gotta spice it up.
All right, so we are seeing Demolition versus Bone Shaper. This is the matchup that we saw at Season 2 Finals. And we're starting off with a strong start from Scar. Now, when we did see them play before, the biggest issue here was Scar from full screen was throwing a lot of grenades, and Cowboy was respecting them a lot. He wasn't scooping too much. He wasn't trying to shoot out projectiles because, of course, the fear of grenade is tremendous.
Yeah, and we already saw him try to contest one of those right when the round started with the EX scoop.
Yeah, and Cowboy now just laming it out.
Nice block, and that's going to be a punish. Beautiful stuff.
Very good punish into the restand. Which ender is he going to use? All right, uses the
and I like that. He just kind of backs off. That's really good patience.
Oh, no. He down ones to anti-air and gets caught by the grenade.
Nice block. Nice block again. And he's going for any... I love that. That was perfect. He's going for as much damage as he can on Chip to close out that round while still being safe. That was such an intelligent decision from Model Cowboy. It looked funny. It looked funny as hell, but it was really, really smart.
No, I was actually laughing not even because it looked funny, because it was actually really good. He poked before the grenade exploded, and then he poked after the grenade. And it was perfect timing. And yeah, Cowboy looking so much better in this matchup now. Definitely able to keep Scar controlled. Wow. Ooh, great tech by Scar. Oh, and the backdash. Okay, he's definitely done some lab work here. And that should be a punish.
Beautiful from Cowboy.
Wow. Okay, this is nothing like we saw in Season 5.
That was so dominating.
It was.
I mean, the first round, it was kind of mixed 50-50, but the second round was all Cowboy.
It was. His patience was perfect. He punished every single thing that Scar did, and he just didn't get caught being impatient. One of the biggest issues against Demo Sonia is that if you're impatient, you're going to run and you're going to poke into a lot of grenades.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, obviously a bad trade. She gets a full combo from the grenades.
There was one instance where he did try to poke out of the grenade, but unfortunately, Scar actually didn't even combo off of it.
Yeah. But, of course, then Cowboy's got the great poke before blast, poke after blast.
It's like that game where you put someone else's hands on your hands and like they try to slap them and you move them out of the way before they can slap your hands. That's exactly what that reminded me of.
All right, so 1-0 Cowboys so far, and it looks like we're sticking with Demolition. Now, I did get some people, last week we did question, why is Scar using only covert ops during this matchup? Why is he only using only Demolition? Right. A lot of people have said because he can only use Demolition fully when he has negative edge on, and he doesn't like using covert ops when he has negative edge on. So he needs to exit and switch like controller settings.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but regardless, I feel like with how much he plays covert ops, unless there's something I don't know, and of course you guys can always tell me if I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he should just learn how to play covert ops with negative edge on so he can adapt to more situations.
Well, the thing is, like, let's be real right now. Scar is an incredible player, and I do love watching him. But this is just such a turnaround from what the Season 2 finals were. I mean, Cowboy is playing immaculate.
Yeah, he knows exactly when to poke out. He's definitely got a lot of practice in this.
A nice patience again. He just runs up and blocks.
Cowboy has one of some of the best defense that I've seen.
Yeah. Oh, that's just going to do it with Chip. Oh, wait a second.
Is he going to spend his meter? He is.
Oh, that arc kick, though.
Yeah, blowing it up after that second hit was not, I don't think, a great choice because...
That was also risky.
It was risky. Like, I mean, you don't get enough advantage to really run up in pressure after blowing up the second hit, so...
Yeah, and then on the third hit, you can armor through, you can backdash. Yeah. You have options.
So I'd have liked to see him either blow it up on the first hit or not blow it up at all.
Oh, that was weird, getting caught by the very last Hellspark from the meter burn from Cowboy. Nice, there is a gap. The presence of mind and the knowledge, matchup knowledge from Cowboy right now is so impressive.
Ooh,
but
dive kick.
So is that dive kick placement. My goodness, Scar.
That was pretty perfect right there. Dive kicked right over the Hellspark. And this is going to look bad for Cowboy. But again, not getting opened up. Oh, and that's bad now for Scar. Going to break to keep him in the corner.
And he has absolutely no grenades right now.
Oh, Cowboy could have killed with that, but he went for a much easier conversion. All right, still gets the kill, but yeah, I mean...
That was just all around bad situation for Scar.
It was. Oh, and so is this. All right, going to go for the restand here. Again, uses the projectile ender. Just going to take the advantage. And Scar just not blocking on wake up. That is not good. I mean...
He did get a bar, and he's immediately going to use it, and... He used it so he can get his grenades out. Good decision there.
That's one of his favorite ways to actually set up grenades is to hit him with an enhanced arc kick.
And then, get to the other side. It's not a bad strategy, but wow, Cowboy. Is this going to close it out? No, very close. But that's going to do it.
Wow, and Cowboy taking it 2-0 so far against Scar.
I was not expecting this.
Me neither, but to be fair, we probably should have expected the possibility of this. Cowboy,
well, of course, labbing it up.
Yeah, and I'm really glad to see him adapt to this matchup so well. That's such a great thing to see. It shows that the scene in general is progressing. It shows that Cowboy is a
top-notch competitor.
Yeah, and I mean, it's probably because he has that mindset that we talked about earlier.
I really like his mindset. I love the way that his perspective is right now.
Yeah, and it's showing. But we did, in fact, previously see the situation before with Scar.
It's the
today.
Scar factor. The Scar factor.
Yeah, so... we'll have to see. Oh, and we, in fact, getting the same pick.
Conjure,
so it's going to be Conjurer versus Bone Shaper. Let's see if Cowboy can do what Saltface unfortunately could not, which is still breaking my heart to this moment.
Yeah, I'm still really torn on that. And again, it's not a knock against Scar. I just really wanted to see him try to take on Cowboy and Sonic Fox in the finals.
Yep. Now, this should be interesting. Again, Conjurer is by far the least used variation of Alien, and I don't know how much experience Cowboy has against Conjurer.
It's honestly not even that bad of a pick, though, because if he's trying to sit there and do Hellsparks from mid to full screen, he could just drop a drone on his head.
That's true. Now, the big issue here is that drone and projectile will trade unfavorably as far as damage goes in Shinnok's favor, but the knockdown that Alien gets is going to allow him to start some pressure
or even get in.
Yeah, very potentially. But and Scar looking pretty good so far in the first round. He's going to need to make the 3-0 comeback.
Good blocks, very good blocks.
But no punish. Ooh, and he goes for the gimmick right there, but Scar very ready for that.
Oh, no. Good bait from Scar, and again, armored overhead. It's going to lead to setup here, and that's gonna catch.
Scar, now, the fact, I love his Oki, but he really drops a lot of potential damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a lot of damage that's just left on the table.
Yeah, and I mean, it's nice to go for another setup, but...
Wait, here's the thing. Can't he just does Alien have any really good hard knockdowns?
Yes, actually, I mean, sort of, but it kind of depends. The thing is, his best hard knockdown into egg is actually 1-1-2, but the problem is if you use it within a combo that started with an egg, you can't re-summon an egg.
Oh, okay.
So you do get some nice hard knockdown options after you hit them with an egg, but none of them are quite enough to really, really, really make your opponent respect the
egg.
follow-up.
Yeah.
Ooh, just get some zoning going on there. But regardless, I mean, if you're in the corner and you have a setup that hits and you're only going to take 10% instead of maybe like 40% off of it, and then you instead get another setup, is that setup going to be really worth all that lost damage?
It's an interesting facet of this character in this variation. Oh, caught him right on that egg. Yeah, that was risky.
Oh, wow. Just missing with that
just at the tip.
And this is looking very good for Cowboy to win this. Oh, wow, the end of that hit. If it didn't, that would have been really bad for him. But now Cowboy pretty much having Scar and chip life. He does have the meter burn the health sparks.
Oh, and there it is. Wow, Cowboy's so clean, and you did call that.
Well, I said meter burn health sparks, to be fair, but he did meter burn.
No, you called it.
Okay, yeah, I totally said that. Nope, of course, at the end there, he used the enhanced projectile, which makes it mid. Now, normally people try to duck the projectiles because they're high, but then you're like, oh wait, that was enhanced, then it clips you.
Wins. Fatality.
I can't believe he can hold that head with one hand. That didn't even make
His
sense.
hands aren't even that big.
He should play basketball, man. Like,
wow. Well then, so that is going to set us up for our Grande Finalis.
Yeah, which is a match that was the classic from last season, and we haven't gotten to see it too much at all this season.
In fact, at all. This is the
we
first
didn't get
time.
to see it, but I think they did actually play. But I think that
offline,
was
or not offline.
off stream,
off stream
before top 8.
Yes.
So, I mean, I believe, I don't know. We'll talk about it more when we get to it, but we will be seeing Cowboy versus Sonic.
Yeah, and it was honestly just so beautiful to see, like how much Cowboy had adapted. Because the last time these two played, Scar just absolutely ran through Cowboy.
Yes.
Like it wasn't even competitive.
Agreed. And I mean, this is again, I believe we may be sounding a little bit biased, but of course I would love to see Scar then make that change again and destroy Cowboy.
That's the beauty of fighting games, is watching players that have played before adapt, and then the outcome is constantly changing because one player is starting to get the read or the beat, if you will, on the other, and then it just goes back and forth. You know, that's the beauty. And that's why it was so exciting to see Cowboy make a comeback, because the last time they did play was not very favorable for him.
Yeah, and seeing this sort of adaptation, when you stop seeing it, that's when you know that potentially the meta is getting stale, or the scene has stopped growing, or something like that. But the fact that we're still seeing stuff like this, we're still all learning matchups, even the best of the best players, it means there's so much more to grow, and I can't wait to see it all.
Yeah, so I mean, Josh, you just interviewed Cowboy. Like, how did you feel watching him play again in Season 3?
He looks fantastic, and I finally figured out why Shinnok really wants to invade the Earth Realm. It's because of all the cows, man. He needs that calcium for that bone shape. But holy crap. Speaking of bad jokes, got plenty more coming from Twitter on your guys' way. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been sending some of the best memes we've seen so far in the history of the Mortal Kombat X Pro League. Big shout out going to SCB Competitor, also Epic Fail Kid 123. Phantom Striker had a neat little quib. He said the one thing that John Cena and Ethereal Molina have in common is can't see him. Boom, there's another bad one. All right, and finally, one of the best comments of the night came from Delusional, which was RIP Saltface's controller. We've all been there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was tough. But
I have it.
Saltface is definitely going to come back next week. Looking forward to it. Also, want to give you guys a huge heads up about the finals themselves. This is a small announcement, but just to put it on your calendars. Originally, our date is June 12th, which is a Sunday. But because of all the chaos that's going on around E3 and a number of big press conferences, and also for our players to enjoy some E3, we're considering moving the finals to the Saturday before, which is June 11th. It's only 1 day difference, but please put it on your calendar. We'll have an official announcement if we do make the move, and we'll be selling tickets as soon as possible. And those ticket sales are going to be even bigger than last season. We're going to have a bigger audience this time and a couple surprises. So put that on the calendar right now. More information will be coming to you soon. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's the finals. This time, CR Wound Cowboy versus CR Sonic Fox. Stay tuned.